YouTube, UKLockPicka back with another video. In this one I'm going to be picking this Corbin Russwin lock. It's a 6-pin cylinder. It's got acer alloy on the key. Now I'm not sure if the plug itself is an acer alloy or Corbin Russwin's being took over by acer alloy. I'm not sure, but it does look to be in a Schleg cylinder. The lock was sent to me very kindly by the Helpful Lockpicker. His channel is renowned for helping smaller channels get subscribers, and this one's no different because he's asked me to put a shout out to all of my subscribers. So if you could all be very kind and head over to the Board Lockpickers channel, show him some love, subscribe to him, and it says pin by, it doesn't really matter, but the Board Lockpickers link is here, as is the Helpful Lockpicker. So thanks again, Helpful Lockpicker, for the lock. All the way from the US of A, this one is. So hopefully I'm going to get this one picked on camera. I'm dying to see what's in this because sometimes I hit pin 6 and I get a false set. Sometimes I don't. Now I picked a Euro cylinder made by acer alloy a few weeks ago now. And he had to pick some of the pins twice. And it did sometimes give you a tiny bit of a false set, which is what this is doing. So I don't know whether these have got the beveled edge pins or the stepped edge pins, the same as the acer, but hopefully we're going to find out in a minute. I'm going to put this in the vise, zoom out a bit, and see if we can get this one open. So smash her in. It does require quite a bit of tension, this lock does. And actually, I'm going to be using my newest pick that I've made. These are now for sale. These are 100% resin handles. These have all been mixed by myself and then sanded. This one still needs the 2000 grit, wet and dry, on the handles just to smooth everything out. But it is very, very smooth already. I just wanted a little bit more smoother. These are full tang, all the way down. So if anyone's interested in this, please go on me about on my channel, send us an email. This is just one handle. I've got another one that's just on the glue up now, so I'll show you that later. But if you want, you can have any tip, any thickness, tang or pick tip, any style. I've got a choice of about 50 different colours, so you can have one colour this side and one colour that side. It doesn't really matter. Just drop us an inbox. The other handle that I've got coming is purple and green, which I'm going to call that one the Joker series for obvious reasons. This one's called the Mirage, just because I like the name of it. But I'm going to see if we can get this one open now. So without further ado, in this tiny little tension wrench, I believe it's my little me lucky tension wrench, because I've opened some good locks with this recently. But let's see if we can get this one open. So pin 1, set. The way that you know that the pins are set in this lock, well, this lock in particular, I'm sure it occurs in other locks as well, is when you press down on pin 1 after or any pin that you've set, if you've got a little spring to a dead stop, chances are that pin's set, and that's the way I've been gauging this lock. So leave 1, 2, I have got quite stout tension on this lock. 2 and 3 springy. 4 is binding. Let's get over 4. 4 set. On to 5. Nothing. Right to the back of the lock. 6. Tiny little feedback on this. I don't know if you're seeing that turn just slightly there. On 5, nothing. On 4, nothing. 3, nothing. 1 set. 2 is. 3, nothing. Touch 4 and you get a tiny little bit of a false set. So it might be That's the spool. Make sure pin 6 is set, which he is. 5 fail set. So I think 4. 4, 3 it is. Three set. Four I'd say is a security pin. Six is still set. Big click off 5 there. 4 is in its place. 3 is overset. Two. 3 is in its place. Crunching noise that was there. 3 on 2. 1, 2, 2 springy, so I think something else is overset in the path. That was 4. So now it should be last pin. Big click off 5 there. Five went springy. 4, another click. 3, 2, 1 still where it needs to be. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let off some tension, go back in. 1 has reset. One's now set. I'm going to leave all the rest, I'm going to go straight to the back. See if we can avoid the false set. Giving us some jip, this lock is now. 2, 3. Good solid click off 4. 5. Stiff. There we are. Touched 6. I don't know what the hold up there was. But we got there in the end. So what I'll do now is I'm going to get this gutted on cam. Take that out. A lovely lock that was to pick. It wasn't too easy, a little bit challenging. It was more towards the binding order, I think. I think I was jumping the gun. So all I need to do now is find my follower. That's not going to work. Which I knew where it was 2 seconds ago. Bear with us. We have, sorry about that, hook kit. Does anyone ever make a video and then empty all the bits out and say, oh, I'll do that in 5 minutes. Go away, get a cup of coffee, come back, and you've still got last week's pins on here on your tray. Laziness, that in it. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. But sometimes happens. Right, let's get this one gutted. So, make sure everyone can see it. to one side. Just gonna go threading on the back, spin her all the way around. Hopefully our little tool will pop in, like so. Put her down without losing anything, hopefully. Right, pin 1. Are we straight here or not? We're not, never mind. Right, pin 6, sorry. Standard. Pin 5, standard. 4, standard. 3, 2 and 1. If we take a look inside of that, we have threading undercut on 2. 4 we have threading. If you can see that, let's get some light on it. There you are. Let's just have a little feel about in there. Nothing on that one, threaded 4, nothing, and that's undercut. See the undercut all the way around there? Nothing in 1, so we'll set that one aside. So we had a pin pop out. That would have been the retaining bit for that, the back piece. So hopefully I'm going to get this off, no worries. So I haven't got the right size follower here, sod's law. I don't know where that's gone. I must have left it in the hotel room when I was on my holly bobs. Now I was working away last week, I was fitting a kitchen in Manchester. This is probably going to be a mess, this is like. So, standard in 6, standard in 5, 4 is serrated, 3 is standard, 2 was the spool pin, which I went totally undetected in the 2 position, and the last one is standard. So yeah, I mean the tolerance of the lock must have been good. I had to use stout tension in order to keep the pin set. Let's just see what's in here. Let's just empty the pins out. So we have a steel spring. Let's just move these down. So the springs are quite a size, to be honest, which is probably maybe why I had to use a lot of tension. These are quite strong springs. I'm not sure if they're standard or not, the steel ones, but they come out somewhat like that. The brass ones are very soft, but the steel ones are very tight. They're very strong. You know, in there, is there anything to shout about? Sorry about that, folks. My memory went on the phone. I've had to delete a few things, but we'll take off right where we left off. Let me just look in here. I can't see. I don't know whether it's just the drilling marks of where the lock's been made, but there does seem to be a bit of roughness where the holes have drilled. I don't know if you can see that. See the little lines on all of the holes. I don't know if that would add to the security of the lock, whether that was meant or not, but it is what it is. Again, that was the bitting on the key. So another shout out for Helpful Lockpicker for all that he does. He's a top bloke for wanting to help smaller channels. And as requested my mate, Board Lockpicker, could everyone give him the old subscribe please? Head over, have a look at his channel. Show him some love. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Like the video and please leave your comments down below. It is much appreciated. And I'll see you on the flip side, mofo.